You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome. We've got a really interesting mix of sources to explore today, covering things like product development, career growth, and of course, the big one, AI's evolving role. Our aim here is to pull out the most useful nuggets for you, get right to the core of what matters.
Exactly. And what's great is how these different topics, they really connect, don't they? They paint a picture of, well, the future of work and the skills you'll actually need. We want to help you see not just what's being said, but, why it's important for you right now.
Adam, so let's jump in. This question keeps coming up. Should we be rooting for AI? There's definitely some anxiety, our sources pick up on this, about professionals becoming, well, replaceable, especially as AI tackles more strategic stuff.
It's a valid concern. But the thinking seems to be shifting. The sources suggest staying essential isn't about competing head-on with AI's automation. It's more about using AI to, enhance our human strengths, judgment, empathy, creativity.
Ah, okay. Amplifying the human side.
Precisely. And there's this fascinating idea about making AI feel like a human partner. They outline 5 principles. Things like involving users as collaborators from the start, personalizing those first interactions, being transparent about what the AI is doing, also revealing features gradually, not overwhelming people. And this one's interesting, using labor illusions.
Labor illusions? What's that?
It means making the AI's work seem a bit more effortful, maybe showing steps or slight delay. Counterintuitively, this seems to build more trust. It feels less like a black box.
Huh. That really flips the script on just making everything faster. And it connects to another point that prompting is management in disguise. I like that framing.
Me too. It makes so much sense, right? Good prompting really mirrors good management. You set direction, define priorities, guide the AI's output. It's about clear communication, iterating, just like leading a team.
So the skill isn't just using the tool, it's directing it effectively.
Exactly. And zooming out, the overall impact of AI, especially for product teams, it's often underestimated. Success in the future, the sources argue, won't just be about having the latest AI tools. It's going to depend much more on, sharp thinking, imagination, critical judgment. Those core human skills become even more valuable.
Okay, that leads nicely into product strategy itself. One source mentioned that the best product work you'll do might never be on the roadmap. How does that even work? Sounds risky.
It does, but it's about smart risk, I think. They talk about quiet pilots.
Yeah.
These are like small-scale, unofficial tests. You run them quickly, low profile. The goal is to validate an idea against actual business outcomes, not just build features. But crucially, you need a plan to wrap them up or integrate them. An exit strategy.
So controlled experiments, basically, off the official books.
Sort of, yeah. It allows for quicker learning without derailing the main plan.
And sticking with counterintuitive ideas, sometimes hard UI can be a blessing. That feels wrong.
I know, right? It goes against everything we usually hear about smooth, easy interfaces. But the idea is about cognitive friction, intentionally making something a bit harder to use.
Why on earth would you do that?
Strategically, it can make users pay more attention, think more carefully, and potentially get better outcomes. Think about highly motivated users configuring something complex, or maybe B2B tools where experts need precision over speed. It's not for every situation, obviously, but it's a fascinating alternative approach.
Okay, so bringing this back to personal growth, how do these ideas apply to, say, a product manager's career? There was mention of how smart PMs scale their careers, shifting from control to influence.
Yeah, that's a big theme. As you grow, direct control lessons. So you need influence, visibility, and being good at strategic storytelling becomes really important. Explaining the why.
And adaptability seems to be the common thread through all of this.
Absolutely. That's the core strength, really. Being able to pivot and learn. And on a very practical level, there's even a tip about building a personal website quickly using AI.
Right. Build a stunning personal website in 15 minutes using something called Bolt and a detailed prompt. No code needed. Which isn't just tech for tech's sake. It's about showcasing your work and thinking fast. Helps with that visibility piece.
Exactly. And another practical tool mentioned was an example of a KPI tree. Just a useful way to structure goals, break down big objectives into trackable metrics.
Yep.
Helps keep strategy connected to execution.
Good resource. Now, shifting gears a bit to business challenges, what about dealing with AI tourists, people trying out AI features in SaaS products and then churning quickly?
Ah, yes, the churn issue. It makes revenue unpredictable. The source offered, I think it was 14 tactics. to fight that?
Any examples stand out?
Things like smart default pricing that encourages longer commitments, maybe offering exclusive perks for sticking around,
Yeah.
or using nudges based on how someone is actually using the feature to encourage deeper adoption. It's about fostering loyalty beyond the initial wow factor.
Makes sense. You need to convert curiosity into real value and habit.
Precisely.
So, after covering all this ground, what's the big takeaway for you listening right now?
Well, I think it's clear the landscape is changing fast. It's not just about adopting AI tools. It's really about understanding this deeper human-AI collaboration. And it requires more strategic thinking, maybe even unconventional thinking, plus that constant adaptability, both for products and for your own career.
Well said. It really demands a sheepin mindset, and that leaves us with something to think about. How could you maybe introduce a little strategic cognitive friction, or perhaps run a quiet pilot in your own work, or even just in how you learn to get better, more thoughtful results?
A good question to ponder.
You've been listening to The Vocal Technologist. Tune in next time.